guys? It's your girl lilemmymo, and I cut my hair. It doesn't look that good right now because I just got out the shower and, you know, that whole wet dog look, but I cut my hair. I actually cut it the day that I filmed that video that just went up, the haul video. I just decided that I needed a change, and that change was to cut my hair off. I cut about 10 inches off. I mean, it's grown back a lot. That was like a month ago, but yeah, I cut my hair. Today's video, I have for you a no makeup look. One of my all-time favorites because it makes you go from looking tragically dead to very nicely put together. I've mastered this makeup look down to about 8 minutes every morning. I mean, the mornings where I don't feel like actually doing a lot. It's pretty simple. I've seen a lot of complicated versions of this, but this is my version for you. So, without further ado, if you'd like to see the no makeup look, just keep on watching. As you know, I like to start off with my brows, and today for brows, I have the Milani brow pomade. It's called Stay Put Brow Color, and I like it a lot, actually. I've had it for quite a while, and it hasn't dried out. I'm going to spoolie through my brows, which need to be done. You can't tell, but they are looking a little rough. Lightly dip my brush. This is why I like to use this brush. It's actually a paintbrush from Royal Talcon. I don't know, I'm pretty sure Brad got it from either Michael's or Walmart. I'm going to lightly draw that line there, define that start of the brow, and then fill in the rest. I like using a pomade for this look because for me, lightly dipping the brush in really lets me control the amount of pigment as opposed to my L'Oreal brow definer pencil. I feel like it deposits a lot of pigment. This one I can actually control how dark or how light I want it. Gonna give it a couple flicks in the front. And that's basically the brow. I kind of want to define a couple more flicks in the front, but for the most part, that's the brow. Of course, you don't have to do your brows. I like to. My favorite part of doing my makeup is my brows because, as you can tell, I have very short, sparse hair. And this just kind of frames my face better. I've got a big old head, so when I have more defined brows, I feel like it just complements my face a little bit better. But I feel like in the no makeup looks, you have to kind of pick which features you can go without doing. You know what I mean? So my friend Tori, she has beautiful thick brows, and I feel like for her, if I was doing the no makeup look, I wouldn't focus on her brows really, like at all. I'd maybe use a tinted brow gel, but that's about it. As to where her eyelashes, she has blonde hair, so her eyelashes aren't that dark. So I would focus more on using either a couple different mascaras or a couple coats of mascaras. You have to kind of feel it out on how you like it and on what features you want to focus more on. But mine are definitely my brows. We are reaching for the stars. This brush I especially like because it is very thin and very flimsy, I want to say. It's not very stiff at all, so it kind of makes it easier to paint on the brow. As opposed to a thin, stiffer brush, that's what you want when you want to do, for me, but who am I? But that's what I would use for a more glam look because it's way more just sharp. This one is, you know, it's not going to give you as sharp of lines, as sharp of an arch as you would probably want, as opposed to doing a glam look. So that's pretty much all I'm going to do for my brows other than clean them up. But honestly, when I am doing a no makeup look, I spoolie them out. I don't carve them out. So I'll spoolie and then literally wipe. wipe. Like fingers. That's what we use here. Very professional, you know. So these are the brows that I'm going to do. Like I said, nothing dramatic at all, just something to fill in, define the brow, give it a little bit more color and more shape. I think that really complements the face a lot better. It's funny because this is the e.l.f. concealer, little concealer stick, and it is in the shade Ivory, but I honestly find it to be peachy. So I am going to use it in my inner corners where I have the most darkness and use that to conceal the dark spots, because although I'm not going to be doing that much makeup, I want to conceal those darker circles because I want to look alive and nice and awake. So we will pat that in and then just feel like that nicely hides those dark circles. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to do too much, but it's the little things that will make the biggest difference. I'm having some dry skin at the moment. This isn't the most ideal foundation for dry skin. I feel like personally, this is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundation. But I really like the coverage that it gives. And although I don't want a complete full coverage, I do, I want some coverage. I'm just going to dot that lightly on my face. We're gonna pat that foundation in. Oh my god, my skin looks so dry. Today's the first cold day that we've had, and my skin just didn't know how to act. You see, for the most part, like, just a nice even base covered up some of those imperfections without really giving it that full coverage cake face look, which your girl loves some cake face. But on these lazy days or days where not much makeup is required, you just want like a nice clean base. Alright, so we're good on foundation. Yo, it's so crazy how my skin goes from oil slick to just desert. It amazes me. It really, really amazes me. I'm going to set my eye first. I'm using the Milani Powder Foundation. This has quickly become a very, very staple product for me. I've got it probably two, 3 months ago, almost hitting pan on it, but I mean, it is a really good powder. I was so surprised. I've never heard anyone really talk about it. I've never tried it before. The powder feels very light on your skin. It doesn't feel heavy or cakey at all, and it really does set that foundation very nicely. I used it on Tori, who does have dry skin, and it did not bring out any patches in her skin or anything, and I'm extremely oily, and it did not cause any excess oil. I never really take that much time. I'm just babbling. But yes, set that face. Now we're going to take a very light, actually, I don't know if I would consider this light. It's pretty fluffy. It's the BH Cosmetics 108 brush. I just like the shape of it. I feel like it deposits bronzer very nicely. I'm actually taking the Too Faced, what is this? Sweet Tea bronzer, dipping very lightly in there, dusting off, and just giving it a little depth to the face. For someone like me, like I said, big old head, I need that dimension in the face. I need it. Dust around this big old forehead. See, it just brings out that, like, the different depths of the face. I don't know why I repeat myself. I wonder if I do that in everyday life. Will I go through and edit my picture? Secret revealed. No, I obviously edit my pictures, but not what I meant to say. When I go through and edit my videos and I hear myself saying these words over and over again, I'm like, how do you not notice? How do you not notice you said super 15 times in 3 sentences? Like, I've probably said lightly or light so many times, but whatever. Just a little dimension to the face. I mean, it doesn't really bring out the cheekbones or anything. It just bronzes, brings a little color, so it's not that flat of a surface. I'm going to go in now with blush. This is the Fit Me blush in the shade Rose. I'm going to take my Real Techniques blush brush, tap it in, and just lightly hit those apples. I'm not going to do any baking or anything. However, what I am going to do is just blend very lightly. I'll hold at the end of the ferrule and just make sure that that's nicely blended. Okay, now the only thing I really have left is mascara and highlight. I don't always wear highlighter, but days I'm feeling a little bit fancy and I just want to glow a little more, I'll definitely add highlighter. And I was recently in New York. My husband and I were just walking down the street and we saw an e.l.f. store. I thought that was so cool. I didn't know that they had standalone stores. I honestly really did think it was only online or in select stores. But let me tell you, their standalone store has obviously all of their products. I had no idea how many things e.l.f. really had, and I was very, very pleasantly surprised. I got a face scrub by them. It's an exfoliant face scrub and I love it. It's so gentle. It's actually an exact dupe for the St. Ives apricot scrub. Exactly the same. I like really low-key feel like it has to come from the same like distributor because it smells the same, it feels the same, it leaves my skin so beautiful the exact same way that one does, except I think that e.l.f.'s is like $6. I don't know how much St. Ives is, but I know e.l.f.'s is only $6. But anyways, sorry, I got a really beautiful highlighter from them and I definitely want to use this in this video. It is in the shade Mermaid Tail. I mean, showing it to you like that does no justice. I will 100% swatch it for you because it is so gorgeous. And then also I got a lip gloss by none other than Alyssa Ashley. It looks so beautiful on so many different skin tones. This girl that was in there, she was such a deep, dark, beautiful chocolatey brown, and she had on that lip gloss and it was banging on her. And then I was like, well, I mean, it looks like it'll be a little too dark for me. She's like, shut up, just try it on. And when I tried it on, girl, like, it's so flattering. It's really pretty, so we will be using that, girl. Ta-da. Now for mascara, I'm going to be using two mascaras. It's just what I like to do. The Essence Lash Princess for volume, and then the Lights Camera Lashes by Tarte for length. I'm not always strong, and I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, been fighting ways to get away, to see you again. Now I'm just going to apply some to the bottom. When I do apply it to the bottom, when I'm doing a look like this, I only apply it to the center. I feel like it flatters more instead of having like spidery lashes on the bottom. It's just a personal preference. You do what you want to do. It doesn't make too much of a difference, but I mean, you know, it looks good. I forgot also, I am going to be taking the NYX Wonder Pencil and just running that along my inner waterline. I'm going to set my brows because I forgot to. I'm using the Benefit Gimme Brow. This is actually too light of a shade for me, but I make it work. Now, quickly moving on to highlighter. I'm taking this BH Cosmetics 103. I rubbed off the numbers. 101. 101. It's a blending brush, but I love it for highlighter. I'm going to go into the more purpley shade and just hit that on those cheekbones. Like, okay? I know you made lines. You can see that. Ooh. It's so pretty. I don't own any highlighters like this. I know they're very popular now, but I don't own any. So for me, like, that's gorgeous. that. And now time for lip liner and lip gloss. I'm going to blend this out, don't worry. For lip liner, I'm going to be using the end of my Dervish. It is just, it's the end of it.
It's like the exact color of my lips. I absolutely love it.
Cool. Now for lip gloss, I'm going to be going in with the beautiful Alyssa Ashley's e.l.f. collaboration. Just look at it glimmering. Woo, beautiful. This is in the shade Nude Rose. Such a gorgeous lip gloss. So we're going to apply that on top of the liner. Oh my god. Such a beautiful color. Like that nude. Since I'm so pale, it is a brownie nude on me, but absolutely gorgeous nonetheless. I really love this doe foot applicator, by the way. I don't own any gloss from e.l.f., but I know you can. I'm literally holding it against my forehead so you can see, but I know you see that little dip in the doe foot, which makes it so easy to apply. Okay, now to set the face real quick. And then after I set my face, I'll blend out my highlighter. I just want to make sure that it's on there and it sticks. And for me, I find it a little bit easier to blend out rather than like wipe away after I set my face. If that makes any sense, I don't know. Now that that's dry, I'm going to lightly blend. Alright guys, that completes this no makeup look. I know it's definitely like it looks like I have makeup on my face, but it's a pretty natural, what my beautiful friend Callie likes to call documentary look, and it's something that makes you look alive, makes you look awake, and it's very easy to do once you get the hang of it. I mean, like I said, I do my face in maybe 8 minutes. Now I've been talking a lot, of course, so it took a little bit longer to film the video. But I hope you guys enjoy. Like I always say, leave me comments, suggestions, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, give this video a thumbs up, all that stuff. Hit the notification bell. What else did they say? Subscribe. Am I missing anything? No, I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.